So when we're carving our soap, we're going to start by microwaving it to heat up the bar soap. Now you want to microwave it for about 10 to 20 seconds. I think I'm going to do 20 seconds. This will just make the bar of soap softer and easier to carve. Now I decided I first want to start carving a dolphin. So I'm just starting out by drawing the shape of the dolphin from a side view, a profile view. I decided I didn't really like this first design, so the good thing about carving on bars of soap and doing a line drawing on them is that you can just carve away that line drawing if you don't like it and start over. Now while I'm carving, you may notice that I have a paper towel wrapped around my scissors. That's just to protect my hand from any cuts, because slicing your hands is not fun. So I have a paper towel wrapped around my scissors. Now you can also use other items such as regular cloth towels, or you could even use gloves. But a paper towel is what I had on hand at the moment. So the first thing that I'm doing carving wise with the scissors is just really carving out around my line drawing. So just basically chopping out my line drawing and then making the edges round and rounding out the shape where it would naturally curve on a dolphin. Here I'm just cleaning up as I go because this project gets very messy. And now we can continue carving. So you may notice that I haven't carved out the dorsal fin or the other smaller fins or the tail yet. And that's because if we cut them out too early, those pieces will fall off. So any pieces where you have to carve inward to make smaller pieces, you want to leave those until the very end. So I'm just continuing to round out that shape until I'm ready to start carving into my dorsal fin, my tail, and other smaller fins. Now that I have my shape rounded, it's time that I can carve into my dorsal fin and other places. where there will be smaller shapes. So it's about that time where my carving is nearly done, so I can start carving those out now. Now, as I'm carving out the fins and the tail, I'm also trying to continue to round out those shapes to make it look like a cute little round dolphin. He's very chunky. And with that, my dolphin is complete. Now for the flower tutorial. Start by drawing a circle near the center of your bar of soap. Then, using your scissors, carve in and around the circle that you just drew. And we're going to make like a bowl type shape. So you want it to curve down inward until it reaches the circle. Now that we've made our bowl-like shape, it's time to form the petals. So I'm just moving my scissors in a scooping motion, and then I'm using the blade to draw the petal around the place where I just scooped. Now I'm just going to continue that scooping motion all the way around the circle that I drew until I get back to where I started. Now that we've formed our petals, we're going to carve them out similar to how we carved out the circle in the beginning. So I'm just going around, carving around each petal, and then making that bowl type shape from before. now that I've carved out all of my first set of petals, I want to create another set of petals around them. So I'm going to go back over and start carving out petals in between the ones that I already made. So I'm going to be using the same pattern of scooping and then drawing the petal around where I scooped. Now that my second round of petals are done, I'm just going back around and defining where those petals are. And with that, my flower soap is complete.